Hello everyone, this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video, and in this video I'm going to be doing some AI Dungeon 2. This is another Jet Starlight and Zana Fairy Monster Hunters non-canon side story that takes place after episode 39 of the main series in an alternate universe, an alternate timeline, a parallel dimension where Jet Starlight faces off against characters that you guys suggest in the comment section below or on our Discord link available in the description. In the last episode, Jet Starlight began his battle against Serene. In this episode, Jet Starlight is going to be facing off against Serene and another fighter, Koishi. If you guys are excited, make sure that you smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, we do daily AI Dungeon 2 videos, and make sure that you share this video with your friends. That way they'll be able to join in on the AI Dungeon 2 festivities. Without further ado, let me start up the 30-minute timer, read the text blurb on screen, and let's get into the action. Dun 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 dun. Okay, awesome. Everything's set up. Now let's hop on in. You say, Void Hero, grab Serene and pull him down into the torrent of lightning below. It's over for you, Serene. Ride the lightning to your grave. You are Jet Starlight. You are in the desert dimension. The sun is gone. The sand is frozen. The area is lit by massive pillars of black and white flame. You are fighting Serene in the sky, in the middle of a thunderstorm that you summoned. You call upon the assistance of a tentacle monster from another dimension named Void Hero. Void Hero opens a portal to try and grab Serene and pull him into a barrage of lightning, but Void Hero is stopped by a telepathic attack done by a little yokai girl named Koishi. Koishi says, "Don't interrupt their fight. I don't know why, but I really dislike both of them. I think I'll have fun watching them beat each other into a cute little pile of pulp. I'll make sure to take on whichever one makes it out alive." Her tone is that of an innocent child, as if she is unaware of the horrible implications of her words. Koishi smiles and dances around like a child. Void Hero retracts his tentacles back into his dimension and closes his portal to avoid Koishi. This leaves you and Serene to continue your mid-air battle in the middle of the magical thunderstorm as Koishi watches from below. You are fighting the leader of the Dark Star Squadron, Serene, in mid-air. He is a master of the element of air. This makes him a powerful combatant. He can summon storms, create tornadoes, and even fly. So that last part about you're fighting the leader of the Dark Star Squadron, totally new. That's something that the AI made up. I wrote that blurb that was right before that. All that Dark Star Squadron stuff is new. Serene before could manipulate ki and was armed with like the nail of Christ and had the ability to hit you in your pressure points with the nail of Christ to prevent you from resurrecting. So last episode I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna like get rid of your nail of Christ and I'm gonna get rid of your ki powers, which I did. So I was like, now Serene should be like a normal guy. And then at the end of the last episode, it was like, oh, and Serene can also teleport. We didn't mention that before. And at the beginning of this episode, it's like, and Serene is also a member of like a whole like team of people, the Dark Star Squadron, I guess, and that he's a master of air and can summon storms and tornadoes and can fly. So cool. Serene just has more powers that we have to deal with. At least that means I'm not just going to instantly stomp Serene at the beginning of this episode, but that also means that at the end of the last episode, where I made a big thunderstorm to try and take out Serene. Yeah, that sounds like the worst possible thing I can do because Serene is a master of the sky and storms. So this is going to be quite interesting. Because I don't honestly know what to do. So we're in a mid-air battle. Serene can fly. I guess, yeah, I feel like I keep freezing people in void ice, but I keep finding that to be extremely effective. I'm going to attempt to freeze Serene in void ice. And you may be wondering, why are you going to do that again? Are you going to also tell the void ice to blow up? No, check this out. You think that Serene will be too heavy to fly while covered in void ice, which should force Serene to fall to the ground below and shatter. Yeah, like essentially, if Serene's like the master of the air and the sky, I need to get Serene out of the sky. The easiest way to get Serene out of the sky is to stop Serene from being able to fly. I can stop Serene from being able to fly by making him too heavy, and also if that happens to make him crash to the ground and die, then it sounds like I just win the fight. So it's a win-win for me. You summon a large clump of void ice to encase Serene, but he's able to escape by flying up out of the void ice. Okay, cool. So, that didn't work. They're like, he can just fly. The thing that you tried to do to stop him from flying, he can just fly away from that. Awesome. Okay, cool. So I still don't know how to stop him from flying. I'm going to attempt to summon a portal. I always like to summon portals to the sun. But maybe not to the sun. Do something a little bit more original. But I'm like, if he's just able to fly and teleport, like his mobility is all over the place. He already was fast when I fought him before. So he's fast, he can teleport, and he can fly. Like, what mobility power does he not have? Like, even if I did summon a portal to just send him somewhere else, he could probably just teleport back because he's like a teleporter. So I can't just summon a portal to send him somewhere unless it's to send him somewhere where he'll instantly die. And I'm like, the sun. I'm like, I've done the sun. Like multiple suns. So I don't want to do the sun. I'm not gonna do the sun. So what do I do instead of the sun? Like if I'm not gonna throw him into the sun. I'm not even sure if throwing him into the sun would work. What if I tried to throw him into the sun and because he's like a master of storms, he could like manipulate like solar storms and like throw a solar storm at the planet. Wait, there is no sun. Fuck, yeah. I just remembered earlier, like in a previous episode, I threw someone into the sun. It was Nox, and then Nox absorbed the sun, so the sun is gone. And he became Nox Million. So already that shows that you shouldn't throw people into the sun because they might absorb it and become super versions of themselves. So I can't. The sun isn't even an option. There is no sun unless I throw Serene into another sun. But then watch him being the master of the sky. Just be able to use the sun to his advantage. Don't do anything sky related. Can't do anything sky related. So don't throw him into the sun. Oldie but a goodie. Summon a white flame three-headed dragon. I love to do that. Normally that overpowers your opponent. They can't really do much against it. So I'm going to attempt to summon a dragon made of magical white flame. A three-headed dragon. And you guys may be like, why a three-headed dragon? How do you deal with a three-headed dragon in your face? You gotta deal with all three heads attacking you. You imagine that a three-headed white flame dragon would be able to overpower and incinerate Serene. Come on. Come on. Like, I think that should help, right? It'll give me some backup for one, since Void Hero dipped because Koishi is creepy. So, maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's what I need to do. Before you're able to finish summoning the dragon, Serene flies out of range. He's able to avoid being harmed by your spells. Sensing that the battle is not going in your favor, you decide to flee from the fight. I ain't no bitch. I'm gonna keep going. Also, I like how it's like Serene can just fly away. Serene can just fuck off and just not get hit. And what do you mean out of the range of the dragon? The dragon's just a thing that can move. You actually can't just fly away from making a dragon. What? What? I actually don't care that he can fly away. You continue summoning the dragon. Yeah. You know that no matter where Serene flies, you can just command your three-headed white flame dragon to follow and attack them. Him. You can just say him. You know that it's a he. Yeah, that's not an excuse, AI Dungeon. How do you fly out of range of a dragon? Dragons can just also fly. Nice try. It takes all of your energy to control the dragon. Since when? This is a thing I've done multiple times. You were so distracted that you failed to notice that Serene has circled around and is preparing to attack. Oh, but why is it taking me so much? Like, why is it taking my all to summon this dragon? Is it really that bad? Is that hard to do? Serenity cast a powerful bolt of lightning at you. Oh, cool. Okay, and also that's not their name. It's Serene. Okay, so how do I want to go about this? A bolt of lightning's being fired at me, and I'm supposed to be like surprised. And it says I failed to notice it. So what? Do I just get hit? Do I just like by the way that it's being narrated? How would I possibly be aware enough of the attack in order to not get hit? Um, I guess I can command the dragon to protect me and to attack Serene. That seems like something that I could do without knowing that the attack's gonna hit me, right? Like that just seems like a common sense thing. And it doesn't I wouldn't have to know that I'm about to get hit in the back with a lightning bolt or something. The dragon does not have a lightning shield, so the lightning blast is able to pass through the dragon's magical meat shield. The dragon's head explodes into a shower of white hot embers. You feel a slight tingling. What? What magical meat shield? Why did the dragon have a magical meat shield? Why not just say that the dragon doesn't have anything to protect itself from lightning, so the lightning just fucking eviscerates it? Goodness. The dragon does not have a lightning shield, so the lightning blast is able to effortlessly annihilate the dragon. Wow. Okay, cool. So I didn't get hit by the lightning, but clearly this lightning is no joke because that dragon's head is just gone. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to deal with the lightning. I mean, I also can use lightning. It's just the fact that it was like a surprise attack. I had to like act as if I didn't know what was happening. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best move. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to use portal magic to remove all the butterflies inside of Serene. Serene is a sentient spacesuit full of butterflies. You think the butterflies inside of Serene might be the equivalent of Serene's internal organs. You imagine that without those butterflies, that Serene would surely perish. Blah, blah, blah. So, if you didn't watch the episode before this, you might be a little confused why Serene is a sentient spacesuit full of butterflies. This character was created by a fan on our Discord. Serene is a sentient spacesuit full of butterflies that believes that Jet Starlight is a false god who deserves to die, and that people shouldn't resurrect or reincarnate, that death is death, and that death is final. So because Jet Starlight resurrects all the time and was made a god instead of being born a god or created a god, that Jet Starlight needs to die. Why? Like, what does that have to do with them being a sentient spacesuit full of butterflies? I don't know. That really wasn't explained. I haven't really asked Serene about it, but in the story, I have been confused about it, and I have shown that I was like perplexed. But I care more about the fact that Serene wants to kill me than the fact that Serene is a sentient spacesuit full of butterflies. So, ooh, you are too drained to cast portal magic. You imagine that Serene is able to sense your weakness. Sensing victory, Serene unleashes a barrage of magical energy bolts from his fingertips. Serene's attack is so powerful that it completely destroys the Void Dragon. Oh, the dragon's still there? Oh, that's awesome. So, hold on. For one, it's not like a Void Dragon. It completely destroys like the White Flame Dragon. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. I'm glad it didn't say it completely destroys you. If it had like completely destroyed me, I'd be like, not again, because I constantly am getting like completely destroyed by stupid stuff. Okay. So the dragon that I had protecting me, dead. Completely dead dragon. Can't rely on that dragon anymore. Gone. Bye-bye dragon. No dragon. So now I need to do something that can actually like save my life and make sure that I'm not like super duper mega dead. Because Serene, it's the fact that I'm like low on power too. I'm going to attempt to charge. Well, I guess I'm going to attempt to channel the unlimited energy of the void into my body while also projecting a barrier of void energy around myself to protect from Serene's attacks. So I'm trying to charge my energy and block at the same time because I need to be able to recharge my energy in order to actually do anything, and I need to be able to protect myself so that Serene doesn't just kill me while I'm charging, my energy. Your magical defenses are completely destroyed and you find yourself unable to regenerate any more energy. Sensing that you're low on both energy and time, you cast a portal to the planet Earth just above his head. You imagine that when the portal opens up, it will decapitate Serene. Oh. Interesting. So it's like I must have charged up a little bit, because a moment ago I couldn't even use portal magic. So I summon the barrier, I start charging, the barrier is like broken, and then it's like, ooh, out of options, like I gotta do something right now with the little bit of energy that I charge, because I don't have any more time to charge up any more energy. So then, it says I summon a portal like just above his head. It should really be a portal just below his head, because then the portal will like open up in his like throat and like cut his throat off, unless it's trying to say the portal like has so much suction or whatever that it somehow sucks just the head. Like you make a little head size portal and you like vacuum off like the whole like head and I guess like spinal column just out of the body. If that's what we're going for, fatality, like that's some pretty epic shit. Both are pretty cool, but yeah, fingers crossed. Game gave me an idea. I wasn't gonna do that. That's cool. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna hit enter on that. Does Serene get decapitated? Like, does that work actually? The portal opens up and Serene's head is removed from his body. Serene's body falls to the ground without a head. The magical energy coming from the top of his head is gone. You're too weak to move. You feel as if you're about to die. Well, I mean, if Serene's dead, right? And I'm gonna attempt to channel energy again. Yeah, like I don't see why I wouldn't. I'm going to attempt to channel energy from the void. You feel like you can safely channel energy and replenish your energy now that Serene has been decapitated. I don't see why not. Like, that sounds fine to me. What happened to the butterflies inside of Serene? Like, Serene's a sentient spacesuit full of butterflies and you just rip the head off. What? Sensing danger, you attempt to channel the unlimited energy of the void into your body to protect yourself. A portal opens up above you and a tentacle made of pure void energy reaches out of the portal and grabs you by the face. Oh. You attempt to say, Void Hero, is that you? Yeah, because Void Hero is a character that was introduced last episode. It's a tentacle monster from another dimension who was helping me fight Serene, who goes by the name Void Hero, and they just seem helpful and nice. The tentacle pulls you into the portal and it closes behind you. You're in a place of absolute darkness. You hear someone speaking, but it isn't with sound. It is in your mind. The voice says, "You should not have come here." I'm curious if this is Koishi. Koishi is the like yokai girl that appeared at the beginning of this episode. It's another fan character, but I think Koishi's actually like from something. Koishi has a bunch of like psychic based powers, and she has a third eye that's sealed, but when it's open, she's like mega powerful. It's essentially like her second form. Um, and maybe she's taken over Void Hero. I think that might be where the story's going, which is an interesting concept because I might have to fight Koishi and Void Hero. Let's see. You look around to see if Void Hero is the tentacle creature that pulled you into this absolute dark dimension or whatever. Because I honestly don't know where I am like at the moment. You see an extremely tall figure wearing a black cloak with a hood. You cannot see the face of this figure. The figure is both male and female, adult and child, human and alien, dead and alive. It is all of these things at the same time. I can't see the face, but I can tell all that. Does the dark figure with a black cloak and a hood, like, can I see like titties and a dick and also like alien scales? But why, if I could see all that, why would I think it was human? How on earth would I even be able to like identify that it was human? I would just say, who are you? Who are you? Like, what are you doing? Why am I here? This is. Are you like? Is the cloak covering anything? How do I know that you're male and female? That's what's throwing me. The figure does not answer. Okay. Uh, gonna attempt to use hydrokinetic healing salves. To regenerate. The figure, yeah, it's like you don't think the figure is just going to attack you out of the blue. So you think you can take a quick moment to use the salve to restore your health, body, and energy. Do 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 do. You apply the salve to your body and feel power coursing through you. You feel great and in control. In a booming voice, the figure says, "You are not safe here." You do not feel like you're in any imminent danger. You attempt to look behind you. I'm gonna say, who brought me here? I didn't bring myself here. Yeah, like it's interesting that it's like, you're not safe here. And it's like, yeah, but I didn't choose to be here. Where is here? Who are you? What's going on? Who's talking to me right now? Am I in my mind? Is this gonna be like a thing I'm in Koishi's mind? The figure points to you and says, "You did." A figure points up and you look at the top of the portal above you. There is something there. It's another portal opening up. What? So there's a portal above me, which I guess is where I came from, and then I'm seeing a portal open up in that portal, like a second portal. At this moment, your heart is ripped from your chest. Come on, come on. Why is everybody doing shit like that? Okay, attempt to transform into your spirit form and say, okay, what's going on here? Yeah, like, I love facing off against powerful opponents. I have no idea if this is a fight or what. Like what's happening? Also, maybe this is the Dark Squadron. Maybe Koishi's a member of the Dark Squadron. Just whatever group Serene was a part of or whatever. Maybe that's who kidnapped me. You attempt to transform. You feel your body fall to the ground, now replaced by a ghostly spirit form. Despite the fact that you are a ghost, you still feel the cold of the snow and the freezing winds blowing across the mountainside. Is this it? Have you actually died? Yeah, that's why I'm in my spirit form. Like, the spirit form isn't a, like, gonna catch him all because he's Danny Phantom. I do it to, like, not go to the afterlife so I can just keep fighting in, like, my ectoplasmic form or whatever. So no one's explained a damn thing. I don't know where I am or who I'm fighting or what. So, oh, you should look to see who ripped your heart out a moment ago. Yeah, because that'll probably fill in some blanks. Let me know the answer to my question. Excuse me. A tall hooded figure stands before you. It holds your heart in its hands. It's the same figure who brought you here. The hooded figure looks at you with their face shrouded in shadow. The voice emanating from this figure chills you to the bone. Okay, cool. Well, he seems less than friendly. I'm going to attempt to fire ectoplasmic beams from my eyes to incinerate the figure's face. Yep. So I'm trying to do new things with ectoplasm. I keep turning my hands into ectoplasmic axes. I don't want to do that. As a matter of fact, last episode I tried to turn my hands into ectoplasmic shields, and it was like they're axes instead. And I didn't know why. You fire a beam of energy from each eye at the figure. The beams from your eyes strike the figure's face. Instead of burning it down to the skull, they instead carve out 2 holes in the fabric that cover the hood, uncovering the figure's face. Cool. You look at the figure's face to identify who the figure is. Who am I fighting? Yeah, like, I'm trying to figure out, because the game is essentially just throwing a fight at me, and I don't know, like, why. I don't know why the game's throwing a fight at me. The face of the figure is one you do not recognize. I'm sorry? It has high cheekbones, an angled chin, and full lips. The face is otherwise flawless. It stares at you with radiant green eyes that pierce your very core. Okay. Who are you? And why did you rip my heart out? It's crazy when they do bullshit like this. So it's a cloaked figure, and you're like, ooh, who's it gonna be? Is it a character from Jet Starlight? Is it one of the fan characters? And the game is like, you don't know. You have no idea who they are. You've never seen their face before. The figure does not respond. Instead, it brings both of its hands towards its chest. The heart in the figure's hand begins to beat. Its once still heart begins to pump blood throughout the body once again. Hold on. I'm sorry, are you using my heart as your heart? Because I have a problem with that. Yeah, so you have god blood, and you imagine that if the figure now has taken your heart and is using it to pump blood through its veins, that the figure is now also a god. You know, no one's really tried to do that yet. Good on you. Good on you. Interesting flex. You have a theory that whoever rips your heart out will then become a god. That's not what I said. This seems a bit far-fetched, but the evidence seems to add up. The face in front of you continues to stare at you with curiosity. It waits for you to make a move. It waits for me to make a move. Nigga, you took my heart, and you're pumping the blood. It's not whoever rips your heart out. It's that whoever, like, has your blood, or I guess whoever has your blood will become a god. Blood in their veins. There we go. That's how you should phrase it. Whoever has your blood in their veins will become a god. Okay, so cool. And then that's less of a theory and more of a fact, considering my two godchildren. But whatever. Okay, so the figure doesn't really like to talk, and my beams only burn the hood. I was trying to incinerate their whole body. How strong's the hood that they're wearing? I guess I'm confused because I don't understand the motivations. Like, do I want to fight them really? I mean, sure, if they have my god blood. Like, you think that the figure would likely be a worthy opponent now that they have your god blood in their veins. Let's see. You attempt to use your void sense to learn the identity of the figure and their powers. Ah, crap. Well, that's the full 30 minutes. What do you guys think of this figure? I know whoever wanted me to fight Koishi this episode is probably disappointed, because Koishi just kind of said, whoever wins that fight, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna, like, kill them. And then I won the fight, and I was supposed to fight Koishi afterwards, but now I'm fighting whoever this figure is. So real quick before I end it, let me read this blurb. You look deeply into the hooded figure's eyes. Eyes are the windows to the soul, they say. You stare deep into them. You see a long-forgotten memory from your past, the memory of a woman you once loved very much. She had green eyes, too. What? What? I like how this, like, non-canon side story, which exists purely to just be an excuse for me to fight you guys as characters in, like, a non-canon setting that doesn't directly affect, like, the main Jet Starlight story, has grown into, like, and we have a whole bunch of characters that we're just going to introduce now. Like, the non-canon universe has, like, a whole bunch of people who aren't just fan characters, but, like, AI Dungeon 2 is, like, we're making our own peeps. And these peeps are going to just be in the non-canon series and not in the other series. So now I have some kind of long-lost love. Zana's my only love. We're about to see where this goes down. Thank you all for watching. If you guys are excited for the next part of this video, definitely make sure to smash that like button. Tell me, do you want me to, like, fight Koishi next episode? Are you guys curious who this hooded figure is? Should Koishi show up in this, like, weird mountainside absolute darkness dimension and, like, tag team with the hooded figure against me? Like, should I fight both of them? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. Tell me, what are your thoughts on Void Hero? We don't know a lot about who Void Hero is. Are they friend or foe? Is this figure actually Void Hero? Before, all we saw were tentacles. Maybe the tentacles are specifically of this figure, especially since they mentioned that tentacles are what brought me here in the first place. What if this is who Void Hero was all along? Definitely let me know in the comment section below, and on our Discord. Also, hold on. They look like my long-lost love, but they're a human, alien, male, female, child. What the fuck does that even mean? But anyways, adult. Yeah, they're an adult and a child at the same time. It's a living contradiction. But anyways, I'm bugging. I'm excited for the next episode. I hope you are too. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. And share this video with your friends if you want to get them filled in on all this craziness that's going on. But this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black the one and only. Log it out. Chicka-da-gow. Chicka-bow.